Hey everyone, it's Jason Dunn here from Windows Phone Thoughts, and today I'm looking at an accessory for the LG eXpo, and it is the Pico Projector. So this is a miniature projector that goes on the back of the LG eXpo. So I just got this device just like a few minutes ago from the nice FedEx lady, and I wanted to immediately sort of show it to you guys. So what I've been told is that what I've been given is essentially an almost production unit, meaning not everything is 100% final, but this is pretty much what most people should be getting. So it comes in, I didn't get it in a box, I basically just got this little slip case. It's a nice soft slip case, and inside is the Pico Projector. So this is here. This is it right here now. This is a DLP, so it's actually a Texas Instrument technology inside here, and based on the weight, there is actually no battery in here. When I was doing my unboxing, I thought maybe that based on the connectors I saw on the back of the LG eXpo that this thing would have its own battery, and that's not actually the case. So it's pretty simple to operate. I'll put it on in just a second. Basically, to start it up, you just simply flip open the kind of lens cover here. On the side here, this is actually the focusing point. So this is actually how you focus the projector image to make sure that it's nice and sharp. There's basically nothing on the top or the sides here, and then of course on the bottom you actually just have the connector points. So I'm going to show you how to install it. It's really quick and easy, and now I understand even more why LG made it so easy to get the back cover off. So basically you just pop off the back cover. You can see obviously that there's connectors here that move click together, so you just basically pop it in like that, give it a little click, make sure this thing is connected, and then boom, it is on there. So as you can see, it mounts sideways, so when you're going to be projecting something, you're going to be holding the phone basically like this, and the projection is going to come out the front. So we'll turn on the phone here, and basically nothing happens until you open it, and then as soon as you open it, you'll see a message here that pops up on the screen, and it basically says, well, the Pico projector is on, you can change the landscape, blah blah blah. There's basically a hotkey, and now nothing happens with the projector until you swipe this over, and then boom, the projector's on. So I see that little flash of light there. Yeah, the projector is on. So I'm going to, let me just see here, I'm going to try to change my camera angle. I set up a little impromptu, screen here. I'm going to turn off my lights so we can get a better idea of what this looks like, and then I'm going to try to bring it into focus here. Yeah, there you go. So this is the projector. So as you can see, it actually it projects everything that happens on the screen. So if I want to maybe go all the way up, all the way up to the top here. Oops, looks like I activated Internet Explorer. We're going to move all the way up to the top. No. Okay, I'm going to use a little sensor here. There we go. We'll go into pictures. So these are just some preloaded pictures that came on the device. So we will do play as slideshow, and boom. Now, obviously, as you can tell here, it's a bit problematic if the projector is right now. Of course, I'm displaying portrait pictures, but the device is in landscape mode. But what I'm going to do here is I'm going to stop this. When you press and hold on the camera button, it actually, oh sorry, when you press and hold, you get this interface, which actually allows you to control the brightness and portrait and landscape mode. Now there's this TV out, but it's grayed out, and when I tap on it, nothing happens. So I'm going to assume maybe that's something that can be enabled via a firmware update, or maybe the TV out functionality happens via one of the output ports up top here. But now supposedly when you just press the camera button once, there we go. So now you can see it has switched over to portrait mode. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to restart that slideshow, and now that it's in portrait mode, of course now it's all blurry. And so here's the reality, right, of this Pico projector. It's a neat technology, and I'm going to have to play with it more. This is just sort of my very first impressions. It's a really neat technology, but obviously you have to have really controlled conditions for this to be even remotely usable. It's not very bright. I'm not actually sure what the specs are. I searched online, and neither AT&T nor LG nor TI have published any sort of specs on what this thing really does. I'm going to guess and say it's somewhere in the same brightness level as some of the other Pico projectors out there. So for instance, there's one inside of, I'm going to turn on my lights here, there's one inside of a Nikon point and shoot digital camera. And that particular one is, I believe, 10 lumens. And I'm going to make a guess and say that this one is probably about the same. So I'm just going to turn it off here simply by sliding it shut. And then, boom, as soon as you turn it off, there's a little message that popped up on the screen there that said the Pico projector is turning off, and then that's it. Right? And kind of the neat thing is that you don't need to, power off the device to attach it or to take it off. So basically, when you're done using it, you don't need to turn off your phone or anything. You just kind of click on the back here, and then boom, you're back to being able to use your phone. So I really like that. I think it would have been easy for LG to, require you to power down your phone and power everything back up, and of course that would have been a bit of a pain. So yeah, so there you go. So that is my first look at the Pico projector. So it's, like I said, it's an interesting technology. How usable is it? It kind of depends, if you are a mobile salesperson and you find yourself, giving PowerPoint presentations, or, you're giving your pitch to clients, and something like this might be, really useful for you. But again, it's only in sort of, very specific circumstances, right? You have to basically have a light-colored wall nearby. You have to be able to set this device, down on a surface, because as you could tell when I was just holding it, even though I was trying to hold it steady, you get a sort of micro movements, and then of course it makes the image bounce up and down. So at any rate, there we go. Now, in terms of cost, the estimates are it's going to cost about $180. I'm assuming it's going to be something that you can purchase directly from AT&T, because that's, of course, who this phone is with. But that's about it. I don't have any other details, any other specs. We just sort of got sent these units, and I'm not really sure any other relevant details. But when I do a full review of the phone, which will be forthcoming, I'd say probably about a month from now, maybe a little bit less, I'm going to of course, talk about the projector. I'm going to actually see if I can use it in any kind of real world, scenarios, because I think, the danger in a technology like this is that it seems cool, but how usable is it in kind of real world situations? Is it something that an average person would want? Now, again, keep in mind this LG phone on AT&T, this is more of a, it is more of a business phone. A lot of phones, obviously, that have slide out QWERTY keyboards tend to be more business focused, and so, LG and AT&T, they're not pitching this at general consumers. This is, I think, being pitched at business people. But is it going to be useful to them? I'm not really sure. If you are a business person and you think that you could use something like this, I'd be really interested in hearing, some of your specific scenarios and how you think you might find it useful. So that's about it for my first impressions of the LG Pico projector for the LG Expo. This has been Jason Dunn from Windows Phone Thoughts. Thanks so much for watching. Please rate our video, comment on it, and subscribe to our channel. Thanks a lot.